The new Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, has conducted its national convention at the weekend. This is despite a lawsuit attempting to halt the proceedings. At the event, the party also ratified the appointment of a new National Working Committee members and unveiled a new logo. During the address of the national leader of the NNPP, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, he emphasized the significance of the party's new logo, noting that it represents the fight against poverty and promotes education. While the spokesperson for the defunct New Nigeria People's Party Presidential Campaign Council, Ladipo Johnson, he joins us now to discuss the challenges of repositioning the NNPP and how realistic is Kwankwaso's agenda of making it the main opposition party. Very good afternoon to you, and great to have you here on Newsday.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
All right, so new party logo. It seems like there is a new energy being reinvigorated into the NNPP, hoping to position itself as the major opposition party. Could you tell us more?
Yes, firstly, I'd like to say that, yes, I was a spokesperson during the campaign. I was the national auditor, but now I've moved. I'm now the national publicity secretary of the new National Working Committee.
Noted.
Yes, we had our convention, and the other thing I should talk about, your introduction, is that there were several lawsuits by the same group of people. You would recall that we had some issues. We had to expel some of our members, suspend some people. They've had about 3 of those lawsuits thrown out. When we were served with a notice, a motion on notice, we waited. That's why the convention was postponed by about 2 weeks. We waited. We went to court. It was before Honorable Justice Egwatu of the Federal High Court, Abuja, and he threw it out and said, I don't want to go into the law of it all, but basically we waited so that the people at home do not feel that we went against the court ruling or what have you. So yes, we're trying to reposition, re-energize the party. It's after every election, you ought to look inwards, look at your strengths, your weaknesses, and see what you can do to galvanize your membership, grow the party base, and get more people involved. So we tried to do that. The Constitution also looked at, we had to do that within the context of amending the Constitution. Because, of course, the Constitution has the logo, the slogan, etc. So we did that on Saturday. We did that at NEC on Friday, and then was ratified on Saturday by the people at the convention, by the delegates. And I thank God INEC witnessed both events, the NEC on Friday and the convention that we had on Saturday.
No, but I know that there's still quite a large number of Nigerians, who believe that the NNPP is largely a northern party, or that it's more popular in the north, and it's not nationalistic enough. So I would just like to know, what are your plans to change that perception, and make it a party for all Nigerians?
Fantastic. It is a party for all Nigerians because anyone can join, no matter where you're from. Now, if you're stronger in a particular place at a particular time, there's nothing wrong with it. You hope to grow. You hope to spread. I'm a Lagosian, for instance. We have people everywhere. So we need to, as I said, broaden the base of the party, bring more people in. But there's nothing, we make no apologies for the fact that at the moment, the party is stronger in the northwestern part of the country. There's nothing wrong with that. When you look at how APC came about, it had a party. It started out as the Alliance for Democracy that we know. I was strictly Southwest. At the time, it changed its name to AC, then ACN. Then it was fortunate enough to meet a party from the north, the CPC. So these things happen. And if we've learned anything from our friends in Senegal, anything can happen within a short time. The bottom line is the willingness to open up further. I'm not saying we haven't opened up. Open up further, bring people in, and then wait and see whether your message at that time is the message the people of Nigeria want to hear.
Fair enough. And there's been a lot of talk in the land of a credible opposition party. Yeah. It seems that we are running somewhat of a one-party nation. Opposition parties seem to have lost their luster, so to speak. And I'm speaking particularly of the PDP and the Labour Party and the NNPP as well. Atiku Abubakar of the PDP actually suggested that there should be some form of coalition that should be formed to a super PAC of these opposition parties. Your opinion on that, and whether or not the NNPP plans to employ some different blood from different parties. We know defections are at an all-time high. So just your opinions on that.
Well, I was fortunate enough to have been one of the two chosen by our party to sit with those who attempted to bring these three people together, three parties. That's Kwankwaso, Labour, Peter, and the PDP. And we had representatives from all three parties. So we had initial talks. But you see, to get that going, whether with the other two parties, whether with smaller parties, whether with the APC, you need to be on the same platform. When I say platform, I'm talking about ideology, about what you want to do. That takes a while. It's a sort of give and take. And I'm not so sure that at the moment that any of those people are making any moves, any further moves to see if it is a possibility. But the second leg of what you said is something that could be more realistic in the sense that if we grow our party, if we make it more viable, carve a niche for ourselves, I don't know whether it will be with the youth or not, then approaching 2025, 26, depending on the economy, depending on what is going on in the country, the conversations will begin and people will then decide whether, as you say, we'll be welcoming people into the NNPP or getting involved in marriages across, you understand? You'd never tell. But the most important thing for us now is to, on the strength of launching the logo, to go on to talk to Nigerians, bring up our manifesto again. This is what we believe in, this is what we're doing. Please come and join us. Look, even with the logo, some members of the party are not happy that we changed the logo or what have you. The logo that was chosen, depicting education for all, I wanted something else, personally. But the party has decided, and I believe that it encapsulates what we believe in and the push forward that we're about to begin.
Mr. Ladipo Johnson, National Publicity Secretary of the NNPP, thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.